Good morning, you guys. Oh, it's Thursday morning, and I feel like garbage. Oh, and I look like it too. Okay, hold on just a second. Alright, I'm gonna stop and get gas. I was not feeling well yesterday either, and I knew I needed gas, but I didn't stop and get it because I just wanted to be home. And I had a good evening at home last night. I feel like I could have been a better mom. I just felt so rushed to get everything done. And I don't know. I just felt so rushed to get everything done so that I could relax. And then by the end of the night, I only had maybe an hour to actually lay down and rest. And I used that time to do a Bible study, which is great, but I just needed more. And my husband was gone for wrestling practice, so everything was on me. So I ordered pizza last night. Forgot my lunch. I was gonna grab the other half of my sandwich for lunch, but I forgot it, so that's awesome. Gave Quinn a bath. Told Dawson to shower, but I don't think that he did. Man. What else? I didn't work on my crochet project last night. But I feel so tired and so congested, and I really needed a good night's sleep, but I did not get it last night. Missed the mark for sure. I turned on my humidifier, brought it really close to my face, laid down, did a Bible study, fell asleep, and continued to have the worst nightmares that I've ever had in my life. So I would wake up, realize it was a dream, clean the sweat off of me because I was just pouring sweat, put my AirPods back in, and I was listening to, it's called green noise. I was listening to green noise to drown out Britt's snoring, which is a whole nother conversation I'm going to have with him tonight. And then the dream would start instantaneously in the exact same spot that it left off on. It was the scariest dream that I've ever had, I think, in my life, because it played into all of my past traumas. It was like I was reliving them, but 10 times worse. I don't know what that was about. And religion was tied into it. Catholicism was tied into it. I'm not a Catholic, but Catholicism was tied into it. Oh, crap, I've had my brights on this guy the whole time. Family was tied into it. Not my children, thank goodness. I don't think I'll ever forget that dream. Maybe someday I'll share it with you. Maybe I need to write it down, because it was very personal, very vivid, very real. And it played into all of my biggest traumas and biggest fears. Like, what was that? Jesus, what are you telling me? What was that? Is that me being purged? Is it some kind of message? Like, what was that? What was that? I need to I need to pray on that to understand. Or maybe that was not Jesus sending me a message. Maybe that was someone else. And maybe it was just a fever dream because I'm not feeling good. But I didn't have a fever when I fell asleep. And I didn't have a fever when I woke up this morning. But I did sweat terribly all night long. And I'm like to the point that I'm going to have to change the sheets before I go to bed tonight. That's how bad it was. What was that? What was that? I did take a melatonin before bed. And yeah, it's caused me to have vivid dreams before, but not like that. Not like that. So, needless to say, I am exhausted. I did not get the rest that I needed last night. I'm gonna make it through this work day. Hell or high water. I'm gonna do the best that I can do. And then you know what? I am going home and I'm going to bed. I'm going home and I'm going to bed. My husband's just gonna have to take care of stuff tonight. I have got to get some rest. This cycle of coming home, being exhausted, pushing myself to get the things done that need to be done and that I want to be done, getting very little rest, getting up again at 5 a.m. while everybody else is asleep, not getting to see my children before they go to school. It is really, really taking a toll on my mental health. Really taking a toll. And the sleep part is huge. I used to think that rest wasn't that important. I'll rest when I'm dead type of mentality. But I have recently realized how incredibly important sleep is. I've never made it a priority in my life until recently. And when I can sleep, when I can go to bed at a good, decent time, we're talking before 9:30, I have the best day the next day. I have the best day. But the problem is my lifestyle, my husband's lifestyle, my family's lifestyle does not mesh well with an early bedtime for Mom. Sometimes my husband doesn't get home until after 9:30. So it's on me to take care of the nighttime routines, which are difficult. You know, people say, I've always heard people say, you're gonna miss this. You're gonna miss this. I can guarantee you I am not gonna miss bath time. I'm not gonna miss it. I'm not. I am not. I know I'm not. Bath time and nighttime routines, I will not miss it. I cannot wait until my children are old enough to handle their nighttime routines themselves. There are a million other things that I know I will miss once they're older, but nighttime routine is not one of them. I can guarantee you. Y'all, if you have any suggestions on how I can get more rest without neglecting my responsibilities as a parent, as a wife, as an employee, send them my way. I'm praying on it. I'm starting, hopefully this weekend, I'm going to start my training for my new business adventure, if that's what you want to call it. And I'm really feeling, I'm impressed if someone's still listening to this video by now, because I've been talking for almost 10 minutes. I'm really feeling inspired and called to this new adventure. I think it's gonna be good. Something's telling me that's the right choice. There are some concerns that I have for sure regarding like insurance for my family and the liability insurance and that type of stuff, but I know I can get that all worked out. It's just a matter of sitting down and doing it. I just got to get my head on my shoulders, and to do that I need rest. I'm thinking about maybe this Saturday. Taking the littles to their grandparents for the day. My husband and my oldest will be out of town for wrestling all weekend. So I'll be on my own with the little kids, and there's no rest. There's no rest to be had when that's the situation. So I'm thinking about maybe taking them to their grandparents on Saturday. Maybe even letting them stay the night on Saturday night and then picking them up for church on Sunday morning, so that I can just rest. Maybe even log in and start my training. But something's got to give. Something's got to give, or I'm gonna break. I'm gonna break. And don't get me wrong. I never forget how blessed I am. I never forget how blessed I am to have a job, a well-paying job with benefits, and I'm able to provide for my family. That never escapes me. It never escapes me how lucky I am to live where I live. Not just in the country that I live in, but the town that I live in and the area that I live in. Yeah, my house is old. My house is kind of run down. But man, I'm lucky to be where I am, and this is what I prayed for years. And I have it. Thank you, Jesus, for that. So despite how tired and sick I am, as I'm at work today, I'm going to be thinking about all the blessings that are in my life. And looking forward to some rest. I'm stopping at Starbucks right now. I ordered from my phone. I got me a white chocolate mocha with oat milk and an extra shot of espresso, and I splurged and got myself it's like a mozzarella, egg, and pesto sandwich and an iced lemon loaf. It's gonna be delicious. All right, I'm gonna stop rambling. If you stuck around this long, thank you for listening to me. This is more of a video diary entry, and thank you for listening. I'll see you next time.